right, guys, welcome back to season 3, episode 8 of the Browns Place podcast, and I'm Jeremy.
Right.
All right, let's get into it. What do we got? Any football? No college football's done.
The Super Bowl.
NFL?
Super Bowl happened.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't talk.
Yeah, we didn't get to cover it yet. So
Okay.
yeah, Super Bowl happened. It was a pretty terrible game.
Yeah.
Just about every way. That's it. I mean, I don't think it was surprising.
No, because I said Patriots were going to have to score more than 10 points.
Yeah.
So,
dude, Drake May looked horrendous out there.
yeah, but was it Drake May or was it Seattle's defense?
I think it was everything. I mean, Seattle was a much better team for sure.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Dude, that the whole Patriots team, apart from Christian Gonzalez, maybe in the first half, Patriots were hanging in there only because of that defense. For probably like 3 quarters, they were pretty much hanging in there because of that defense.
I mean, they held them to 4 field goals in the
Yeah. So I mean,
but if
defense
any
was
of those
doing
are
their thing.
touchdowns, if any of those field goals are touchdowns, then that game's over. Early, right?
Yeah, for sure. So defense played well, but that offense was hideous. That was one of the worst displays of offense I think I've ever seen in a Super Bowl.
And that's what I thought was going to be their weakness going in, is like, especially after that Denver game. It's like, you had a backup quarterback for Denver and then you barely squeaked by them. It's like, and I get the conditions and all that, but I mean, yeah, I mean, with going against Seattle and, it's just, you're going to have to score more than 10 points, and, struggling offense just isn't going to do it. But I mean, kudos to Seattle. I mean, dude, do you think that defense now, what do they call that now? They call it, what's the nickname they call it?
I can't remember what they call it. They don't call them Legion of Boom, but
no, I was going to say, is that better than the Legion of Doom, or which defense is better right now?
Legion of Boom was that's probably the best defense we've seen since like the Baltimore Ravens in like 2000, whenever that was.
But I mean, their defense the whole playoffs was tight.
Yeah, but like Matthew Stafford almost beat them, versus Legion of Boom. I mean, the Niners almost beat them in the championship game, but that was like a 17-14 game or something like that.
Yeah.
It's not like it was high scoring. Dude, like that defense was stupid. But I mean, there was a good defense. That's pretty much what won it.
That? It starts with a D or something like that. God, I can't remember what they called it, but I mean, I don't know. I just wanted to see what the comparisons were on that. But
dark side.
The dark side, that's right. Yeah.
Dark side.
But I mean, kudos to Sam Darnold, right?
He did what he needed to do.
And I think he gets a bad rap for one. I mean, he led 14-3 this year, 14-3 last year. So I mean, I think he's kind of proven it a little, right?
Yeah.
But I just think when he gets drafted out of college, out of USC, then he goes to the Jets, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That's just a career derailment for 3+ years going to that organization. It's just, and then you become a backup, you're a backup in, San Francisco, and, then you get your shot, and, you take it in Minnesota, and then now you take it in Seattle, and, you get your contract. But I mean, you just think, those guys that, highly touted that come out, like, what was he, like 3rd pick overall, I think?
Yeah, he was top 3, yeah.
Yeah. And then you just go to, and then I'm thinking, like, this year, like, say Fernando Mendoza, kind of going to, is he going to have the same issue, or whoever goes to the Jets, are they going to have the same issue? It's just, do you waste a guy's career, or almost not waste, but almost kind of blackball him? Because I mean, you go to this organization and then they're just shit, and then teams just kind of just write you off, kind of, so to speak, right? I mean,
yeah, but figure out a way to not be shit. I mean, look at Caleb Williams.
Is that Sam Darnold's fault, though? I mean,
I'm not praising him for how he played in New York. He certainly wasn't playing well. I mean, he's played well these last 2 years, and all credit to him for getting it together and sticking with it. But you don't have to be terrible. Stop being bad. Yeah, the organization's terrible. You're going to lose games. That's something you can't do a whole lot about. But
yeah, but can you say the same thing for like a Cam Ward, I mean, you just see these highly touted, quarterbacks come out, and then they're just in some bad organizations or bad, schemes or whatever, and it's just,
But
doesn't
how's it
really
any
fit.
different? How's it any different for like I said for Caleb Williams, or how's it any different for Buffalo? They drafted Josh Allen in the first round. They were a poverty franchise since Jim Kelly, and next thing you know, now they're AFC favorites every year. So you figure it out.
Yeah, but those teams just haven't been able to figure it out.
Yeah, the
Like,
organizations suck for sure.
Does anyone want to go to the Jets? Does any first round pick want to go to the Jets? Do they want to go to Cleveland? Do they want to go to, Tennessee? Do they want to go to Vegas? Do any of those guys really want to go there?
Yeah, but my point is like, did anybody want to go to Buffalo? Did anybody
Yeah,
want to go to
true.
Chicago?
True. Okay.
You know,
Okay.
so you figure it out.
Yeah.
But
All right.
kudos to Sam. He deserved it.
Yep. Yep. So, all right. We'll talk some Super Bowl stuff afterwards, later. What else? Anything else Super Bowl? That's a wrap for
That's it for NFL,
football,
but
right? Yeah.
Hall of Fame, the Hall of Fame for NFL got announced as well. The finalists, it was I don't think we ever talked about it, but it was Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, and I think it was Roger Craig. So solid little class. I mean, some guys were left off of there. Obviously, the Bill Belichick issue, Robert Kraft issue. They didn't get included. I don't understand that, but whatever.
I want
Frank
to see
Gore
what
was in
happens
it,
with
but
Tom. When Tom comes up, I want to see if they decline him his first ballot.
yeah, good luck with that. Go ahead and do it. See how people react to that.
I don't know. But what's the difference if you're gonna put Tom in their first ballot? Why not put Kraft and Belichick in their first ballot? I mean,
Good point. But but
know,
Tom Brady's way more loved than Bill and Kraft. People are going to love the player more. That the NFL world is going to lose its mind if they dare to not let him in. So we'll see.
It'll be interesting to see. I don't know. We'll have to wait. And then Pro Bowl. Can they just do away with the Pro Bowl shit? I mean, I don't know.
Didn't even see anything about it.
Yeah. I mean, what is it? Flag football? It's just, who cares at this point? And then you had Joe Flacco in there as a, Pro Bowler, and it's just like, why? Just
who cares about that?
Give the nominations and then just skip it. So, all right, and that's closed for football season. So now we're done, and now we just what's the next big thing? The draft, I guess, and then when's that? I think April. And then we wait. So now we're in this February gap of sports kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but we got some sports wrapping up. NBA trades, a lot of
trades.
Good
big
God.
No trade. But yeah, a lot of trades. Anthony Davis got shipped out.
Yeah,
we already talked about Trae Young because that happened earlier. But
James
Harden got shipped out. Yeah, there was some big name trades that happened. Chris Paul retired. Yeah, and no Giannis trade, which I don't understand why Milwaukee would do that. No Giannis trade. Kuminga finally got out of Golden State. Good for Kuminga, dude. Not that I think he's all that, but what a cancerous situation happening to his career. But we'll talk about that later. Yeah, I mean, there was some big stuff. I mean, Darius Garland got shipped out. We talked about DeAndre Hunter. Yeah, there was a lot of trades that happened. So, but now
just a lot of just big names going all over the place, right?
So, yeah, pretty hectic. But some crazy situation. I mean, we'll talk about it later too. But like the Kings didn't trade any of their.
I know. I thought Rosen would go, right?
DeMar didn't go. Yeah. Levine didn't go, but it's probably because he was hurt. And then Sabonis also was hurt too, but he didn't go. But it's like, all right, it's just a weird situation going on there. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So what about LeBron? Were you surprised that he didn't get traded?
No,
You thought he was going to get traded?
I didn't think he was going to get traded. I'm not surprised that he didn't get traded. I do think it's his last year with us.
Does he go to Cleveland? Does he end his career in Cleveland?
I wouldn't be surprised if he goes back to Cleveland. I think they're setting it up for him to go
I
back to
think so,
Cleveland
right?
too.
Yeah.
And I would like him to go back to Cleveland. I think if he's going to go anywhere else, go back to Cleveland. Don't go. I don't want to
do
see him go to
Miami, or
like
don't
the Clippers,
Golden
or
State, or
don't go to Golden State. Don't go
Houston
to
or
New
whatever.
York. I don't
So
want to
don't
see
do a
that.
super team. Just go to a. Well, I mean, you go. I mean, it's not like Cleveland's a bad team, right?
No, you go to Cleveland, you're going to be on a pretty good team.
Yeah.
So
and then you can bookend your career and call it good. And yeah, no, I would agree. As long as we don't do a big formal announcement, a prime time announcement.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, please don't schedule a whole program and show for it. But yeah.
So, all right, what else? NBA? We had All-Star Weekend.
All-Star Weekend, which was horrendous, but apparently today I didn't watch any of them. But the games today were supposed to be pretty damn good. The new format, I guess.
I saw something. Is the All-Star game back? The NBA earned desperately needed win this weekend.
Yeah, because 3-point was cool. Dame Lillard won it, and just coming from the couch, he went and won a 3-point contest. He's been out all year. Dunk contest was horrible.
You know why it was horrible?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but that doesn't mean you should be on the team. But yeah, dunk contest was terrible.
We'll get back to that.
And the All-Star game, though, big win. I mean, that's cool that the format was good. I heard like 3 or 4. I heard the last game was very good. I think that was a blowout. But 3 or 4 games were pretty damn good. One went to OT. One was a buzzer beater. I mean, can't complain.
No, I mean, buzzer. I mean, because usually All-Star games are just pure. Everyone's shooting threes.
Boring.
It's like 180 to 175. It's like,
they suck.
What are we doing? So
yeah,
but yeah, no, kudos. So, anything else NBA?
Nope. I think that's about it.
MLB, we got pitchers and catchers reporting this week. That's nice to see.
Yeah,
that means spring is right around the corner.
Yeah,
with the WBC coming up too in March too. So
yeah, less than a month.
Was there any big signings that we? Well,
there are a couple signings.
Skubal got his arbitration.
Yeah, thank God, because if he doesn't get it, who does?
But I mean, that's a record arbitration. But I mean, yeah, if someone's going to win a record arbitration, it probably should be him.
Yeah.
But we kind of talked about this before. It's like there's no way the Detroit Tigers are going to tell you what your faults are. For being 2-time Cy Young.
No, dude. I mean, do the Tim Lincecum and bring out your 2 Cy Youngs and show it to the judge and see how it goes.
I mean, it should have never have gotten to that point. That should have been, because I think that just that it got to that point, I think feelings are still going to be, or he just raises that dollar amount even more.
No, kiss him goodbye. Yeah, you lost him. So have fun with that.
You never want to go arbitration.
No. But other signing, I mean, Castellanos signed with the Padres, got released, and then signed with the Padres.
So did you hear about the beer in the dugout? And then I guess he was having some attitude issues and some other stuff. I mean, I know that his role changed because they were playing on
benched him.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. He's still serviceable. I mean, he's going to hit a ton of doubles, right?
I mean, a little righty bat against.
Yeah, defensively.
Don't put him out there, but you get a righty versus lefty kind of platoon bat. He'll get you extra base hits. He'll drive in a guy here and there. I mean, I don't hate Castellanos at all. He's a solid player, always has been.
I like him the year that we had him for the Cubs. I mean, he didn't hit a ton of home runs, but he was a double machine. So.
Yeah, he's just an extra base
guy. Clubhouse guy at that point. During that time, so. Right. No issues there. So, yeah. What else? MLB. What other signings were there?
JV. Verlander going back to Detroit. Yeah.
Does that close his book? Does that close the book with him too?
I don't know, dude. I think I don't think he wants to go away until he gets 300. I really don't think he wants to go away until he gets 300, but he's nowhere near it. He really is. I mean, he's close, but he's not close. He really isn't that close. but that's why I think he went back to Detroit. I mean, they're going to be good, you would expect.
Yeah, but I mean,
So
they're not going to be that good, I don't think. I mean, if you really want 300, you got to have a team that's going to score a shit ton of runs you got to go to like the Blue Jays or the Yankees,
well,
or the Dodgers,
you also have
that
to
are going to score
survive.
you. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, they got to score at least 6 to 8 runs a game, right? So you can give up 4 to 6.
Yeah,
So,
but you also you need to pitch 32 games. Are you going to pitch 32 games at 40 something years old? You know,
yeah.
I don't know, man, but he went back to Detroit. I think it's cool from a nostalgia standpoint. But I mean, I think that was the main stuff. There are a bunch of other little signings here and there, but nothing
Yeah.
crazy.
Terrence Gore passed away
Passed away,
this
yeah.
week. Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple a couple World Series with the KC. He was
Yeah.
a speed guy for the Cubs too for a little bit. So
Dodgers, I think.
He was just that off the bench speed guy late in the game. If you need a stolen base, that type of guy. So that's that was surprising to see. So
It was.
but yeah, pitchers and catchers this week. So what is it like next week? I guess this coming up week, everyone else should start coming in. So
Yeah.
yeah, spring's right around the corner. So what else we got? Any tennis? Did we talked Australia,
Not real
right?
tennis.
I think we talked.
Yeah, we already talked about Australia. No real tennis was
Golf.
happening, really.
Talk about some
Yeah.
golf. So last week,
golf.
let's talk about WM.
Yeah, WM. It was
Waste management.
who was it?
Chris
what's his last name? Gotterup. Yeah, Gotterup. Yeah. Yeah, that's 2 now, right? That's 2 and 4.
2 out of 3. Yeah, that was 2 out of
2 and
3.
3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Not counting
have
this
a good
one. Yeah, because he won the Sony over in Hawaii.
Right.
And
right.
then Scotty won the Farmers and
yeah.
got her up one. But I mean, Hideki, oh man,
dude,
just spraying your
all-time
driver all over the
Hideki.
place, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
I like to see
cool.
it because he's one of us, but I mean, not at that point when you're. I mean,
not
come
then.
on,
not there, Hideki.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, Gotterup, good for him. What a start to the year. It's a big tournament. And then
no, I mean, dude, you win 2 out of the first 3 tournaments, yeah. And then this week was Pebble,
AT&T Pebble. Yep. Morikawa, Colin.
What do you think
back
about
in
that?
the win? Back in the win column.
3 years.
I know it took forever. But good for him. And he had to hold off some big names. I mean, he had to hold off Scotty,
big names.
who shot a 62 today or 3, whatever.
Well, because
Rory was in the
thought
fight.
those guys that were like -12, -13, that went earlier in the morning when the conditions were probably going to be a little more mild. I thought they could probably score better than those later guys that were going in the afternoon, and then the wind picks up and it's 25, 30 to miles an hour. So that's why I thought those guys could definitely make a push, and Scotty did. I mean, geez,
he
crazy.
put some pressure on there. Minwoo too. He fought off Minwoo. Minwoo was there to the end. Yeah. So yeah, another good tournament. Shout out Colin though. That's a big win. Hopefully we see like a little, a domino effect from here. Let's see some more wins. See some build up.
So is this going to be the year of Colin, or is it just kind of he pops up and wins and then kind of?
I don't know, dude. It's like he went and won. What did he win? 2 majors, and then
he's got 2 majors.
How was that?
I mean, he's got 2 out of the 4. Right?
Yeah, he won a U.S. and an Open, and then hasn't really done anything since. So got to see him pull it up. Let's see if he pulls it together and have a good year.
But I mean, there was a lot of big names up there too, like Sepp Straka. I mean, dude, the eagle on 18. I mean, that put him from like 3rd place to 2nd place, so that was probably a ton of money for that putt. But I mean, there was a ton of names up there, in the top
Jake
10.
Knapp. Jake Knapp was in there. Akshay wasn't. I think he finished in the top 10 too.
Yeah, I think he finished 19. So, so I mean, he had to have been top 10. Man, he was good on the front 9 yesterday, but then just couldn't get any birdies on that back 9 yesterday.
So, but he's having a good start to the year too. He's having a good
I
little.
like I like him. He's a good little player.
Akshay, yeah,
Yeah,
real good.
lefty swing. Yeah.
Yeah, young kid. Jake Knapp, he's having a good start to the year.
I
Butter
mean,
swing.
who has a pure swinger than Jake Knapp, right? I mean,
Talk about a tempo.
you
Yeah.
always talk about like the Adam Scott swings or the Tiger swing. Jake Knapp. I mean, guy doesn't even look like he's swinging. It's just smooth.
Yeah, it's just butter.
You know?
Yeah.
So, so this week, Riv down to the Riv. Another signature
down the
training.
Riv. Finally, first time in 2 years.
So yeah,
too,
so that'll be good too. So big names will be there too. So
yeah,
that's good. So then I think that does it for the California swing after that. So
I think so too. Yeah, I think they're done there.
So, but yeah. And then that'll put them into March. So yeah.
And then we're a month away from Masters at that point. So everybody's gearing up for that.
Okay. Anything else golf? What else sports wise? Anything else sports wise?
I don't think so. I think that's just about it.
We really don't talk hockey until playoffs start, and then college basketball, women's, and we don't talk about that until March Madness, pretty much.
Yeah, which we still have like a month almost.
Yeah. WNBA, they're still trying to talk, still negotiating. So.
Yeah, and they're doing their Unrivaled right now.
Unrivaled. Right? They had a record. Did you see that they had a record for turnout for Unrivaled? It was like 21,000. So I mean, people that's more than an NBA game.
Yeah, people like it.
No, good for them, and they get paid more, which is crazy.
Good.
But why is like CC and Asia not playing Unrivaled?
I don't know, but well, CC you probably wouldn't want her to after having such a bad injury season last year. So she might just try to be healthy, and gear up for the year. Asia, maybe more of the same. She didn't have a bad injury year, but she had a long year. Maybe she's trying to take it easy also. Who knows? But you think they would for the money.
Yeah, just for the money part, right? I mean, and it's still competition. So, I mean, it's, it's not like
you're still playing ball.
Yeah. So I would think that they would do that. And, I think it helps those other people that don't have to go overseas, right? To go play in, other countries to, get paid. They can stay here and get paid. So, no, I'm kudos to, Unrivaled. So they're doing something. All right. What else sports? Is that it for sports?
I think so.
All right. Let's get into some entertainment action. I've got a few things.
Well, some sad news. James Ven Der Beek, dude. We already talked about it before, but James Ven Der Beek passed away, to cancer.
Oh, man. Colorectal cancer?
Was that what it was?
48? Yeah. So he had 3 years diagnosed.
Yeah, he's been dealing with it for a while. I know that.
Well, I heard that he got it, and then I thought that they said, oh, they got it early, and then he's okay, and then all of a sudden I was just like, oh man.
Yeah.
But 6 kids, moving to Austin. It's just dude. I had to watch Varsity Blues last night just kind of a in memory of
yeah, man.
Jonathan Mox and the Mox.
So yeah, Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek. Yeah, I mean, I thought about it. I was like, should I start watching Dawson's Creek or do I just watch Varsity Blues? And that's only an hour and 45 minutes. So I was like, all right, I'll just watch Varsity Blues. So, but that movie just always kills me. So, man, that who's that? John Voight.
John Voight
is just a dick in that.
He's not a pleasant man in that movie at all.
Oh man. I mean, I just wow. I mean, I've seen that movie, 10 million times, but it's just like, holy smokes. So, all right, sad passing news of Ven Der Beek. So for sure. But did you see? I didn't understand. I guess they didn't get any residuals for Dawson's Creek.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, set that up, man.
Oh, like how Friends, they're getting what, 20 million a year just off of residuals. They're not getting any residuals off of Dawson's Creek. So with his, cancer and everything and moving, I guess they're like in
Big
financial,
GoFundMe, yeah.
yeah, big GoFundMe page, rack up, I
Yeah.
think like in 48
It's
hours,
over
like
a mil,
2.3
yeah,
million,
yeah,
2.3 million.
yeah, there you go.
So, but I mean, you figure those guys would just have, I mean, a ton of cash though, right? I mean, I don't know.
You'd think it's just the way, just think it's set up well. Because, like, even
So
people from One Tree Hill get residuals, dude. Um,
is
so
that all in negotiations or where is that?
it's
Or I
all
mean,
just
is
part of
that
your
just depending on,
negotiations when you're setting up your contracts and stuff like that and getting it set up. It's part of, like, the union stuff. It's part of all that, but you gotta get it set up. But, how long was Dawson's Creek on, though? Because they had, like, I think they had, like, 140 episodes or something like that.
wasn't it like 7 or 10 years or something? It was on a long time,
Yeah.
right?
To have no residuals is kinda crazy. So I don't understand that, how that happens, but, I mean, good that his family's getting taken care of a little bit, hopefully, so.
So yeah, I just wonder, like, how was that not set up before that? Um, what about Three Doors Down singer Brad Arnold?
Yeah, he passed. That was a couple weeks ago, wasn't it? Yeah.
February 7th. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, a week ago, yeah.
So I don't know. For some reason on my YouTube thing, it's all Three Doors Down stuff.
Yeah.
But going back to Super Bowl, what about Green Day? Green Day, Bad Bunny. What'd you think about that? Since that kind of
I
ties
thought
into this too.
I thought it was cool. I mean, I like the Green Day performance, I like the Bad Bunny performance. I mean, I don't speak Spanish. You don't speak Spanish, but it was a cool ass performance. I thought it was fun. I thought they did cool stuff. Um, yeah, I mean, I had no problem with it. I mean, we won't get political, but I wasn't watching Kid Rock. I can tell you that. So
Well, this is funny that you mentioned that. Bad Bunny halftime show, 130 million viewers. Kid Rock halftime show, 5.3 million viewers. So,
there you go.
not to get political, just comparing the two. So,
Again, you get the biggest artist in the world on for halftime. I mean, it's going to do good numbers. And there you go. Everybody wants to complain about it, but
I mean, it was fourth watched of all time for halftime.
yeah,
You know,
and he spoke only in Spanish.
but
So
this was my
you know,
hate, not hatred, but this was my diss on your alienating some of your fan group by putting Bad Bunny in there. Just because one, I mean,
clearly not.
yeah, but I mean, what's that demographic of that 130 million? I bet you it's
But how is that?
35 and younger, the 40 and up age. What are they doing? They're getting snacks, they're going to the bathroom.
That's what everybody's doing during a halftime,
Yeah,
anyways.
but I
Though.
mean, if it was, I don't know. And then it's in Spanish too, and it's just like, okay, I don't understand Spanish, so am I just doing it just for the show? But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I would just wish that it was more. I mean, everyone loves football, right? The NFL is a American, that's America, right? Everyone loves football. So I just think somehow they got to incorporate more entertainers somehow to where it grasps all the cultures and all the age groups and all the demographics. I don't think it would be that hard to get two or three performers, top performers, you know. But I think Roger Goodell, at some point he's got to get Taylor Swift.
dude, she's so expensive. I keep
You
hearing
just
that she's
got to
so damn
you,
expensive.
you got to do it though. I
But
mean, who you don't think that she would shatter everyone?
no, yeah,
And I
she
mean,
would. But I mean, he doesn't have to do anything. I think he's doing just fine.
yeah,
you know,
I don't know. I hate. I mean,
it's a position where neither one needs either of them. She doesn't need him. He doesn't need her. But if you're comparing, Roger would probably prefer to have her than she would prefer to have him. But
yeah.
at the end of the day, I mean, how many people are going to tune in if Roger Goodell goes and gets Drake next year? That's going to do huge numbers too, you know? Like that's going to
To a
explode.
certain family, I still think that probably feels the same demographics and the same age groups.
I bet you it throws up 130 million easy too, if
Yeah,
not
but I don't
more.
think it hits that older Gen Z or whatever, the 40 and up, you know,
Well,
35
I'm
and up.
Gen Z.
Oh, okay. The, you know,
I don't know what it
the
is.
Midwest, white, not to be political or, but I mean, just, Midwest family, white, family of four. Are they watching Bad Bunny? Are they watching Drake? Or do they want to watch, you know, like a Taylor or, whoever,
Yeah,
I
but
just think that
they're still going to
you
watch
know,
the game. So
yeah,
like,
they're going to watch
what
the
do you see
game, but,
there?
yeah.
It's still going to just do huge numbers. Whether he gets like, let's say Roger Goodell got Kid Rock on there. Not that I would be wanting to watch that, but it would do huge numbers
So
versus
here's
it
my
being on
okay.
whatever it
So
was
here's
on.
my beef with Kid Rock. So because we're going to toe this line of political, but can you understand Kid Rock's lyrics?
I couldn't name one song by him.
So and
Respect.
that's what my kind of like
I'm
backfire
not even
is
respect.
because everyone was like, oh, he said Bad Bunny was in Spanish. I can't understand Spanish. Blah blah blah. Okay, Kid Rock. I mean, I can't understand his lyrics. There's no way I could go word for word for his lyrics because I can't understand them. You know, what is the Banda Wanda, song or whatever? Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. So that's my point on it. But I mean,
It's not a
yeah,
lyric issue. It's a different issue.
yeah,
It's not a
yeah,
language issue. It's
yeah.
something else.
Um, what else is there entertainment wise? Was that it for entertainment? Where's Super Bowl next year? Is it in LA or is
In LA at
it is
SoFi.
LA, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
On Valentine's
Um,
Day.
that was going to be my other thing. See, and I mentioned this last time. Why is it getting further and further? Because it used to be February 1st or that first week, and now we're getting second week. Now we're into the third week of
Now,
February.
now listen, if Roger was really smart, he would get Taylor for that one.
And now you're putting it on Valentine's Day?
Yeah. Because he just pissed off
So
every single couple in the world.
so what do couples do on Valentine's Day? Do they not go out for dinner or do they stay home and watch the Super Bowl and go to a
Going
Super
to a
Bowl or
bar.
whatever?
Yeah.
So I mean, what do we, why was February? What was wrong with the 7th? What was wrong? I just
I don't know.
I just
I don't
didn't
understand
understand
that
it.
either. I don't
You know,
understand either.
I just think that is, what are you going to push it to the 21st, and then we're talking further into? I mean, at some point we're going to get into March.
Yeah, you can't push it
So,
further. Yeah, I don't know.
but no, I thought that was bad that it's on Valentine's Day. So
Yeah,
just
you better get Taylor Swift. You better make somebody you better make both parties happy because right now it's one sided. Yeah.
yeah, and there's going to be a bunch of divorces because of Roger Goodell. So, um, all right. Well, anything else? Entertainment?
No, I don't think
No.
so.
Got to be better. What do we got to be better?
Um, a couple. Most of mine are basketball. But off the rip, Steve Kerr and the Warriors, disastrous season in my opinion. Their record isn't that bad. Steph's hurt. JB is now out for the year. They kept Draymond. They probably should have traded him.
I was going to say, were you surprised they didn't trade Draymond?
Yes, I don't know why they didn't trade him because you could have got something for Draymond. So you probably should have traded Draymond Green. You trade for Porzingis, okay, that's cool, but he's injury prone as well, and he's old. So you're continuously getting older and not making any real moves for Steph and ruining the rest of his career. Then you trade away your young guy in Kaminga after you completely butchered that whole relationship and situation. And goes for Steve Kerr too. Absolutely horrible at managing it and horrible at keeping it in house, which is not the first time that we've seen Steve Kerr do a terrible job at keeping stuff in house. We've had a Jordan Poole incident. We've had a Kevin Durant and Draymond Green incident. We've had Draymond Green in general incident. And now we have this Kuminga issue. So I don't get that. And then you don't trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo. I don't get that. How do you not make that happen? If you're not going to
get... That's a Dunleavy, though. That's not a Kerr thing.
No, I know.
Right?
I know. I'm talking Warriors and everything in general. I don't understand how you don't make that happen. If you're not going to get younger, get somebody to help out Steph.
But what do you have to trade for Giannis that Milwaukee wants?
True, but give him whatever. Give him everything if you need to. I don't know. Figure out something. But
I just don't think that... I think their asking price was so high that no one wowed them and was like, okay.
But you are a bubble team. You lost your second best player for the entire year, and your big move was to bring in Porzingis. I just don't understand that. So that was disastrous. More on that. Trades. Sacramento Kings. I do not understand what you are doing. You're trading away assets, but then you're getting another asset that you probably should have just let go in DeAndre Hunter, who could be on a contender as well. And then you're keeping DeRozan, Levine, and Sabonis. For what reason, I don't understand. And mind you, this is all after you traded away De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Halliburton, who are all on... Well, the Pacers aren't contending this year because Tyrese is hurt. But apart from that, I mean, De'Aaron Fox is going to be competing for a championship with the Spurs. Tyrese Halliburton, when is tough.
Team looks pretty
real tough. Good. And he's an all-star this year. Tyrese Halliburton, when he's back, Pacers will be back. So you trade away all that. You bring things in and don't trade away the things that you have. And now you have no draft position. Like, it's just, I don't get it. I do not understand that.
No, I didn't understand why. I mean, because even the Bulls, I mean, they sold. I mean, it's just...
Yeah, you trade away Kobe White. Yeah,
I mean, what were the Kings? I don't know. What were they doing? I don't know. Because I thought DeRozan would have been gone for sure.
Yeah, at least. You could trade away Sabonis if you wanted to. He's out for the year, but...
Well, I get why maybe they didn't do Sabonis or why they didn't do Levine because they're hurt. But I mean, DeRozan is playing, so why not trade him? And I'm sure he would love a trade, to get off of that team.
Probably. So don't get that. And my last one, Milwaukee Bucks. I do not understand why you would keep Giannis Antetokounmpo. Why you would hold on to him rather than... Because now, yes, you can trade him in the offseason, but then it's only a year. You could trade him right now for a team for a year and a half, and you can get way more. You could probably get an extra draft pick if you just got rid of him. And you're not competing for anything. That team sucks. So trade him. And I don't understand what holding him does. I'll never understand that. So, that was it. Nothing else.
I have a few. One, the Mac McClung. There was an article about Mac McClung. What else does he have to prove in the G League? Absolutely nothing. And there was they were talking to him about, his dream is to be in the NBA. He could go overseas, but I mean, and make more money and not be in a G League over there and play professionally and make more money, but it's not the NBA. Yeah. But you got to be telling me that Sacramento, Warriors, Milwaukee, New Orleans, Washington, Chicago, he's on the G League right now. You can't, and don't tell me that it's the defense because Steph doesn't play good defense.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't. That is not.
It can't be defense. Trae Young doesn't play good defense. So are you saying that you don't have room for a guy scoring 40 a game?
He doesn't score 40 a game.
Because he doesn't get any games. I'm just saying, give the guy a chance. Give the guy a contract, see what he does. If he doesn't do it, then all right, you know what? I'll be on the list for got to be better. But I am on the Mac McClung bandwagon. And I will be until he gets signed.
He shows up every episode.
And I'm glad he didn't do the dunk competition just to stick it to the NBA. You know what? I'm not going to be your poster child of the
and they were missing
dunk
him.
Contest.
Huh? They were missing him in that contest. That he can't do.
Yeah. the TGL and not having the WTGL. And what about the WTGL?
Yeah. Didn't we say that? Did we not say that last
I
episode?
don't think we talked. I think we
Oh.
talked about it offline, but
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think the TGL's got to be better on that. You got to have the women involved. I mean, you want to grow the game, you know.
Dude, what a good opportunity too.
Yeah, absolutely. And then would you even mix in some I mean, do you mix in maybe a few of the YouTubers?
Well, are they part of the tour though?
I think they own part of the LA team though. Good owns part of the LA, the TGL.
Right, but I know like there's outside investors in the teams, right? But
Yeah. And they
aren't they
have a good
collaborated with PGA though?
I think in the good event in Texas, I think that's a PGA event.
Yeah, the hell yeah, bring in YouTubers. I mean, I think it would be cool. I'm just saying, is there
I'm
like
just
a
saying,
are
if
you
we want to
messing with the
broaden the
line?
game,
Yeah.
if we want to do that, there's some. I'm going to get into
Yep.
something else if we don't want to do it. If we
Yeah.
need to shrink the game, but I mean, if you want viewership, at least get the best, get the Brad Dalkeys, get the Rick Shields, or you get the Bryan Bros, since one can't play anyway.
Apparently. Yep. Grant. Yeah.
I'm not saying you get Bob or Joey D.
No,
I'm
no, no,
sure
no. We should get
it's
real
probably good
players.
for you
We should get
views,
real
but
players.
competitive wise, it's probably not the best.
We should
right?
probably get the real players. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I just think TGL's got to do better on that. Having the WTGL, getting it mixed, doing something. Because I think it's going to get stale at some point in viewership, and you're gonna need viewership somehow. So, um, speaking of band, so I guess his wife sent a letter to the commissioner, and it says no discussions are needed. Was their response for
Wesley sent
Wesley
a letter
Bryan?
to the commissioner, and the
Yeah,
commissioner
Wesley
said no.
Bryan's wife sent, and it wasn't even, the letter came back not even from the commissioner, came back from a staffer saying no discussion is needed.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this before. It's disgusting what
I
they're
mean,
doing.
it's just, yeah, but I mean, every week it's just it's just shitty. It's just it's getting worse and worse. It's like, what are you doing? So, um, and then the other one, and I don't like this guy. I think he's a little punk, and I'm glad they did it. But Jack Doherty getting banned from the WM and all PGA events. So WM, he paid a guy $100 to yell something in someone's backswing, and so the
Nice.
guy yells "jackass" in the backswing. So the guy gets trespassed, he gets kicked out, and then Jack Doherty gets, and then
Oh, I know what this is.
yeah, during his
Yeah.
whole thing, when he was talking to the PGA guy, he's like, "Well, I love golf. How can we, do this in a positive manner?" No, you know what? You did something that you shouldn't have done because you're a jackass, and you know what? You should be banned from everything. Cancel all your shit. The guy's a little punk. He's the guy that walks around with the big black security guard. He'll
Yeah.
walk down like Hollywood Boulevard and stick his shoulders out and bump people, and people will turn around, and then he goes and hides behind his bodyguard and taunts the guy. So he's just doing it for views. It's just little nonsense shit. But yeah, kudos to the PGA. I mean, he shouldn't never be But I guess, do we need to shrink the game? Is there too much
No,
stuff?
there's gonna be nonsense in any sport. You can't shrink it.
You see guys, tearing up greens because they're getting pissed off, and they're, chomping up the greens,
Yeah, I don't think
on
it's
putts and all that.
I don't think
I
it's
mean,
right, but I mean, you can't be talking about shrinking the game. How do you shrink? How do you even shrink the game? You just do shit that would piss off everyone. That's not gonna do
well, I just
anything.
think YouTube wise, I don't know. I think people are just doing it for views, right? So,
Yeah, I mean,
um, and I think, yeah, that was all I had for Gotta Be Better. And then our last thing makes you wonder. What did you do last? Was it the pyramids?
No,
Oh,
we
no. Oh, man.
Yeah.
More and more talk. I mean, you had the AG this week on there, and
Yeah,
that didn't go well. So, I
not
mean,
so good for you. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, and you talk about, again, we don't want to get political, but I mean, if you go back to like, Nixon's AG, I mean, there could be some consequences for her, and not just like firing, but I mean, you could impeached and
Well,
yeah, I mean, you're going down a slippery slope for one person,
again,
and you're not supposed to be. You're supposed to be,
exactly
uh,
my point. You are supposed to be the United States
yeah,
Attorney General.
yeah. They're supposed to
Exactly.
be. What is that? Um,
Nonpartisan.
yeah, nonpartisan, but yeah, it's just like yeah, it's just, but yeah, I mean, this week was not a good showing for that, and especially when she had the chance to turn around to some of those survivors and apologize,
Disgusting.
and she didn't
Disgusting.
do it twice. And
Yeah.
then she brings up the Dow Jones and the S&P
Yeah.
during this hearing,
Yeah.
and she wonders why are we talking about the Dow, because that's not what the hearing's about, and that's not your job. You don't work for NBC, or you don't work for that. You're not the business person, you're not the treasury. you know
No.
But all right, so that wasn't it just kind of snowballed. I mean, I was like, do we talk about it more? I don't know. We could talk about it more because there's more names coming out. But I mean, um, I don't know. I will like to see Hillary and Bill but
Have
I'm
they
glad that
said
it's public.
anything?
No, I'm glad that it's public too, though. They're going to do a public hearing, because if you do it behind doors and then it gets kind of pickpocketed what comes out and
No.
what doesn't.
No. Do
So
it public.
yeah, do it public, get it all out. Whatever happens, happens. So,
Yeah.
um, Emilia Earhart.
Like, whoa, wait. What's the controversy or the conspiracy isn't her actually flying the plane, right? It's just her.
No,
Okay,
her
cool,
disappearing.
cool.
Right?
Okay, yeah. I was like, wait, she did fly it though.
No, yeah, no. I wasn't saying that she didn't
Okay.
fly it, or it was a made up
I wasn't
story. I was
sure.
like,
Okay,
how
cool.
did she fly it and then she just disappears and no one
Yeah,
ever finds her? I mean,
yeah. No one recovers
do
the
we
body
know
or anything.
where it happened? I mean, how come there's no wreckage? How come nothing's ever been seen, heard, whatever? I mean, it's just one of
Yeah.
those mysterious things of you know Amelia Earhart. What happened?
Don't people say like Bermuda Triangle, like she
Well,
went
that's
in
the whole
there or
thing. It's
something
like the
like
Bermuda.
that?
Does
But
that really exist? And I know there is an actual Bermuda Triangle, but I mean, is there
uh,
really?
like the
You know,
wreck it, like the whatever the disaster or the
yeah, yeah. I
whatever
mean, is
happens when
there?
you get there, or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, is there just this part of the ocean where just everything goes in there and just gravitates and just goes away, and that's it?
Well,
I
obviously not,
mean,
because like obviously human beings have flown over there. Like we've all flown over it at some point traveling the world, haven't we? I don't think she was the only one. I'm sure we've all passed. I mean, I don't know exactly where it is. I don't know the flight plans or anything like that either. But yeah, I mean, there is controversy, like or conspiracy. Where is she, or where'd she go? You know?
yeah, yeah. So it's just one of those things. It's just disappeared, vanished in thin
Yeah.
air. So, um, yeah, no, that was my. It was just always one of those. Yeah, it wasn't like did she fly it or did she
Yeah, I
not
was gonna
fly
say. I
it?
was like, oh
It's like,
god, say we're gonna get canceled before before
no, no, no,
anything.
no,
No,
no.
yeah, okay, good.
But yeah, and just one of those unsolved mysteries, and it just makes you wonder. That's why
It's
she's
a
on
little
the
weird.
segment. So,
Yeah, it's a little weird.
all right, you got anything else? This is a quick segment. Let's we're getting into that, like we said, that little lull in sports right now. So,
Yeah,
once March kicks in, then that'll start ramping up, and then April you get NBA playoffs, and you're in the MLB season,
yeah.
NHL playoffs, and all that kind of stuff. So, you got anything else?
No, that's
All
it.
right, gang. Thank you for joining. Keep tuning in, and let us know. All right, peace out.